If I ask you a question, do you want a sharp mind or a blunt mind? Blah, 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 blah. Say it sharply, huh? No. Sharp mind or a blunt mind? Whatever you say or you silence, I'm going to bless you. Sharp mind or blunt mind? So if something very sharp is given to you, in your hand, let's say, one thing is your hand must be steady and you must be very conscious. If you hold a sharp knife in your hand and your hand is unsteady, you can cause damage. And if you're not conscious, if you become little la, intestines may come out, yours or somebody else's. So, anything sharp, if it is in the wrong hands, can cause much misery. Right now, that's all that's happening to you. You can call it stress, you can call it anxiety, you can call it depression, you can call it anything. Doesn't matter how helplessly you are in it. First and foremost thing, the most basic thing that you need to understand is, you do not know how to hold your mind. The sharpness of your mind is poking you. If you remove half your brain, you will be peaceful. All your problems will be gone, but all possibilities also will be gone. This is what most human beings are trying to do today. During the day, they are tortured by their mind. In the evening, they are soaking their brains in alcohol to be preserved for tomorrow. But that's not how it works. So, this mind, this human mind, this phenomenal cerebral capability that human mind has, it took millions of years of research and development to get it to this place. You can dismiss it with one word, evolution. But actually, it is research and development. Nature did many right things, wrong things, corrected itself, and here we are. Everything is not perfect with you, but upon this planet, you have the most immensely capable brains. But now, that's become a big problem. Your intelligence has become a problem. If your stupidity becomes a problem, I can understand. But if your intelligence becomes a problem, you are a curse to humanity. Right now, that's all it is. You are using your mind to poke yourself in 1,000 different ways every day. And a lot of people today are claiming it's their right. Of course, it's your right to suffer, it's your right to do, it's your right to die, because the way the suicide rates are going up day by day across the world is very alarming. The World Health Organization talks of a mental illness pandemic, mental health pandemic. Pandemic means now you have understood that little virus has taught you a lesson, at least taught you some vocabulary, if not anything else. That is, in this group, in this large assembly of people, if 100 or 1,000 people have some problem, by the time they leave in the morning, everybody has it. That means it's a pandemic. So we are heading towards a mental health pandemic. Can you imagine what that means? And then they're saying in 25 to 40 years' time, there could be a suicide pandemic. I must tell you this, in 2022, 1,08,000 people committed suicide in United States, the highest ever in that country. Well, definitely not for economic reasons. It is a In every way, we can say it's the richest nation on the planet. Not because of comforts and conveniences, just not able to handle their own mind. In 2020, when the pandemic was full on, that year in Japan, more people committed suicide than those who died of coronavirus. So we don't really need any pandemic, we'll do it ourselves. Do not think they're just wild numbers somewhere. This is coming. If we don't take care of ourselves and those around us, it's coming because this is the nature of your mind. As your survival instinct goes down, if you do not consciously attend to this will go crazy. In the next 15 to 20 years, it's possible almost everywhere in the world, there will be free basic income for everyone. That means bread is free. That means survival is taken care of. So a lot of scientists are estimating when survival gets taken care of, that people don't have to work for a living, then they say at least 40% of the people may become alcoholics or drug addicts. Another 20 to 25% could become mentally ill. And 20%, 15 to 20% may do tremendous things, wonderful things because there is no concern for bread. And another 15 to 20%, somewhere between 12 to 20%, could commit suicide. Between 2045 to 2055, I'm telling you, these are things which are spoken by responsible scientists. It is just that it's not out in the news because there is no absolute to this, but we are heading in this direction. They're saying between 2045 to 2055, 20% of the world's population could commit suicide. Why on a day like this am I talking about suicide? It's simply because that's one thing that should not happen, because that's one thing that we cannot recreate. Life is one thing that we cannot recreate, we have no business to take it. But if your mind turns against you, once your mind turns against you, you will see death seems much better than life. This is the nature of your mind.